How do linear functions explain fuel consumption? Imagine you're filling up your car or planning a road trip. Have you ever wondered how much fuel you'll need based on how far you drive? Well, that's where linear functions come into play. They help us understand how fuel consumption relates to distance or speed in a simple, straightforward way. A linear function is a type of relationship where the change between two things happens at a steady rate. Think of it like climbing a staircase where each step is the same height. When it comes to fuel use, if your car uses the same amount of fuel for every mile or kilometer you travel, then the relationship between distance and fuel used is linear. Let's say the fuel used depends directly on how far you go. We can write this as a formula. Fuel used equals the fuel consumption rate times the distance traveled, plus any initial fuel used before starting. The fuel consumption rate is like the slope of the line, showing how much fuel is used per mile or kilometer. The constant can be the fuel used before you even start driving, like the fuel in the tank when you begin. Now think about how speed affects fuel efficiency. For some cars, the miles per gallon change in a straight line as speed increases within a certain range. For example, if a car gets 35 miles per gallon at 30 miles per hour and 20 miles per gallon at 60 miles per hour, we can connect these two points with a straight line. This helps us predict how much fuel the car will use at speeds between 30 and 60 miles per hour. Using linear functions makes it easier to estimate fuel needs for trips, calculate costs, or figure out how changing your speed affects fuel consumption. It simplifies what might seem complicated into a clear, straight-line relationship. This way, you can quickly see how far you can go on a certain amount of fuel or how much fuel you'll need for a planned distance. In short, linear functions explain fuel consumption by showing how fuel use increases steadily with distance or speed. They give us a simple way to understand and predict how much fuel we need, making planning trips and saving money much easier.